because everybody knows what Google is. Everybody uses, I don't even think that's a general statement anymore. I think it's a true fact. Everybody Googles when they're looking for something. So if you're not on Google, that's your first, that's your first challenge. So at least start with Google. And when I talk with businesses, brick and mortar businesses, local businesses, that's the arena that you and I, Nina, have been working in together for the last 6 months or 7 months now. Google probably has already indexed your business and put you on the Google map. But it's up to the business owner then to use that listing completely. Make sure that it's accurate, first of all. Know how to get into it. So claim your Google listing and then add some of your branding. Don't let it be generic. Make sure that you've got some photos that really emphasize and reinforce your messaging. So it's all free. It does take a little time, but because Google indexes Google, start with Google. Then the other thing was the Google profile versus the Google brand page or the Google local page. It has become very apparent that people like to do business with people. They don't like to do businesses with a logo. So while you might have a business page, a brand page, a local page on Google+, you must start with your profile page and leverage the power of your personal profile page to bring people to your business page, but let them get to know you first. And what that does is it builds interest and trust. People can trust you as a person because you're not afraid of hiding behind a logo. So I like the model with Google in that they really emphasize the importance of building yourself as a trusting person first, and then bring them to your place of business.
Yeah, thank you very much for that answer. I'm usually talking to business owners who are used to delegate everything and don't have this mindset that we were talking earlier about being present themselves. And I'm telling them, what if you are on a conference, if you are on an exhibition and you are presenting your brand, and there comes the most important customer for a deal, would you delegate this? No, you would meet them on person. So it is your specific presence that you're the face of the business. So it's very much like a mirror, real life conference and presence.
Again, a great metaphor, and I love that. I love that comparison because this allows businesses to treat every customer as if they're the most important. Because digital does make you efficient if you know how to use it, and they can treat every customer the same as the most important to their businesses. So that's a good way to help them understand it is using that exhibition or trade show analogy.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if we calculate, because it's always the question about the results and increased percentage of sales, if we calculate the payment for being present on a conference, the cost of all things a company pays to be present, and business trips and time, actually the digital effort and to communicate directly to your potential customers will be, I don't know how much. We have to measure it and tell the people it's 100 times or something. I don't know.
And I think you would be safe in taking that guess, because anybody who's in business is very aware of the time investment and the financial investment in going out meeting face to face. You could spend a lot of time studying those, and you can probably even pull those statistics someplace, just Google it, and you could do that. But I think bringing that point into the conversation with your business owners it doesn't take a lot to convince them that, yeah, I can see the difference. It costs money to get an airplane or a train or a car, a hotel, meals, and the time invested particularly when after a conference like that, you should maximize those dollars spent. If nothing else, maximize those dollars spent by then deepening those relationships, like I mentioned earlier, by connecting on the social channels. Make sure your channels are ready to capitalize on the face-to-face that you've invested so heavily in already.
Yeah, exactly. And I see that now business is more dynamic. If we are going to a conference once or twice in the year before, now you have to be ready to deliver that message, communicate with a potential customer directly and very clearly all the time. And it comes that most of us, me too, are not clear about what the message is. If I ask somebody, now is in 2 minutes you will have the greatest opportunity to have a deal for 1 million. What would you tell the customer? Tell me the message of your business. What is the best of your service skills or what you're delivering? And usually there's nothing coming
Right,
like
exactly.
the message. It's very strange. We're coming back to community.
I'm going to interrupt the conversation for just a little bit of a technical adjustment here. You have something that's tapping against your microphone. Do you have